Of course. And now after having chewed the fat for the last hour or two back in the hotel, we've solved, again, a lot of the other world problems that we're experiencing. And now we're just like back to basics. We're talking about NFL, brushing our tags, and we're ready to go. Breakfast tomorrow. Yeah. We might do a little bit of history, a little tour, and then we'll be back on the pork and beer, right?
Big time. And maybe we've got like a new group of people to watch the Man U game on Saturday.
Exactly.
Big Chelsea game against Man U. That's huge. We need to win this one. We need to prove ourselves as a official team of the Premiership that can fight for the top 4.
I mean,
top 3.
What are you?
Top 3.
What are you at the moment? Like 11?
We're 11 at the moment, but Chelsea's only. If we beat Chelsea, we'll be.
I don't think you're even 11.
No, we are. I think we're above the limit. Okay.
Top half.
This is what's going to happen. If we beat Chelsea, we overtake them. They're only like 2 points ahead of us.
Okay.
So, yeah, we've had a bad start to the season, but if we beat Chelsea, who's had the real bad start?
Exactly.
Lampard is who.
So we've got we've found a few Bavarian locals, and maybe they'll give us a bit of Manchester support tomorrow. Both City and United are playing.
They know more about my team that I've been supporting for the last 2 months than I do. So I'll see if the English guy can sort of pretend.
Yeah. See if we can bullshit our way past some Bavarians in terms of football.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka, mate.
Yeah.
Right back, yes please. I don't know his name.
By the sounds of that, I think we've already lost. I think we're going to be commiserating tomorrow evening, but yeah, we'll report back tomorrow. Yeah. Good Nacht.
That was so good. I mean, that part of the trip was great.
Oh, it was fantastic, man. They were just so shocked that we were there on holiday, weren't they?
Yeah,
I just remember
100%.
I just remember them saying, like, why are you here? And we were like, oh, we just come away for a few days drinking and, tourist stuff, basically. And they were like, yeah, but really, why are you here? The world's in lockdown, basically. And we were like, no, we're on the piss. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Oh dear.
No business being done here.
No.
Pure drinking.
Yeah.
In fact,
oh man, what a city to go to for drinking, though. Hey, we need to go back when this whole nightmare of a situation is over. We need to go back and 100%. Make the fullest of our time there, because I feel like I don't know. It was actually there was pros and cons to the 10 o'clock curfew, but it meant we went out earlier, and it just. I don't know. I feel like we were cut down on our prime a couple of the nights at least.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it stopped us killing ourselves, didn't it? Like, just health-wise, at least there was a sort of curfew on. I mean, we still did a bit of drinking back at the hotel, but yeah, it helped us out liver-wise. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I think next time, because we've done the sort of touristy stuff and we've done the history, next time we just go out like people do in Ibiza and just don't see the sun. Yeah, I think like when we go next year in October, we'll just go and and just wake up at about 2:00 in the afternoon, stock up on sauerkraut, and then just get on the beers and just stay out all night, umpire bands and everything. I
think you're right.
Yeah, we did hear a few umpire bands. They sounded pretty good, didn't they?
They were great. Such a good vibe in a bar. You're on like a. I'm gonna set the scene for our listeners here. Just sit down, relax, and just listen to the. So you're sat on a wooden stool,
nice and comfortable.
With a nice and Oh yeah, comfort. Comfort is second to efficiency of sitting. It allows you to sit. Comfort is the next on the order of that list.
For sure.
But that's part of it. All right, don't let it
throw you off. It's part of the experience.
Close your eyes again. It's fine. There's a table that extends as far as the eye can see, and in the background you just hear the of a distant euphonium being played.
Oh, it's so good.
And alongside that, you hear the sound of beer being poured into glasses and foam. Lots of foam.
Too much foam, if anything. So
yeah, if anything. So, oh dear.
Lots of clinking of glass steins.
Clinking.
Rowdiness.
Lots of cheering. Lots of singing, and the smell of some of the best meat products you will ever eat in your entire life.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
And that's it. And that's where we were every night without fail. And it was a dream.
In fact, the only little curveball we snuck in there, which our next little audio clip will attest to, is we nipped to a South African restaurant.
Indeed. I forgot about this place. Of course we did.
Yeah. So we had a lunch of like maximum German. And we just thought, let's sort of shake it off a little bit. Like, we had a great time, German lunch. Let's find something a little bit different. And this South African place cropped up on Google. And, it just looked great. And there's this massive elephant. It wasn't real, obviously, but like a sort of fake elephant head on the front of this restaurant, like poking out the side. And we just thought, we've got to give this a go. So, I think in this audio clip, you join us sort of halfway through the waitress bringing us some food. So, enjoy. So.
And a welcome from the kitchen for you.
Oh, nice.
Some homemade bread. So the one is an onion bread, the other one is a corn bread. And I've got an orange yogurt with a little bit of curry. To nibble until it starts again.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at that. Nice. Are you listening to me? Nice little treat there. So we're this evening too. We're in a South African restaurant.
Yeah, changing it up a bit.
Yeah, we've run Munich Drive. It's pork supplies, so we're sort of letting it get back on its feet and replenish the stocks for us tomorrow. We'll hit the German restaurants again tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got crocodile incoming.
Oh yeah.
Various meats. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
This has actually got whole chunks of corn in it. We've also been given free breads, which you probably never heard.
You heard firsthand. God, that's incredible. Super soft.
Oh yeah. That is cornbread.
Yeah.
It's not cornbread that you get in America. It's literally bread with pieces of corn in it.
Yeah. With this like sort of like mild, like curry yogurt thing. Yeah. Great. Yeah. And we've also learnt learnt what cheers is in Afrikaans, which is shirts. Shirts. We probably butchered that, to be honest, but you know. There we go. Report back later.
No.
Good.
Oh man, that was so good. I love the fact that they all wore South African rugby shirts as well.
I loved it. Yeah, 100%.
There was just so much fun. Nice and friendly folk. And despite obviously a lot of hospitality places, restaurants and that struggling, this place was booming.
Yeah.
Again, with all the plastic screens and all that clobber, but it was still still packed out. We got in there. I think we were relatively early, and it was pretty empty at the time. They were like, "Have you booked a table?" And we looked at them, gone out, like, "No, like it's empty. COVID. Like, what's going on? Like, it must be a table."
Come on. Drop it. Like, we know you're not busy. Like, come on. It's like, you're really booked up. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, come on. Now we've got past that. Give us a table.
They were just digging for a tip for them to for us to slide them €20 for a table. But yeah, sure enough, 20 minutes to half an hour later, it was booming, full of people.
Yeah, it was good. It's obviously I reckon that's a staple of the local South African community.
For sure.
There's a couple of places that I've been to. There's a place in Guildford where I went to uni where they have oh my gosh, biltong and various bra. Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
I'm getting my words mixed up here.
Yeah,
but whatever they call it, a braai. That's it.
Yeah, the barbecue
meats and things like that, and loads of sauces and stuff. And it's you would go in there, and there's at least 2 other South Africans that are just there to buy things that they just love. So
they just miss from home, yeah, homesick.
Exactly, you got it. Yeah. So I reckon it's one of those spots, but it was great. The food was amazing, and obviously it appealed to the meat eaters in us because there was some exotic meats on the table, so we couldn't help but partake.
Yeah, a bit of crocodile, bit of what did you have? Ostrich at some point. There was
no. I think actually, I tell you what. I think we were a bit boring. We both had crocodile.
Oh yeah. We did.
Well, that's not. I mean, that's not the most boring of things to eat, I guess. But we both had different types of crocodile.
That was
it. Yeah.
The best ribs I've ever had in my life. They were so good.
Really? Wow. I didn't know you loved it that much.
Maybe they weren't the best I've had in my life, but they were very good.
Well, that's the last time I cooked you ribs in my house. That's fine.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Put my foot in it. Mein Foot ist kaputt. Oh, dear. No, they were very good. They were very good. They were of a sort of South African style as well. They were like a different... You know, you've got your classic, like, American-style ribs, South African-style, Chinese-style, you know, whatever. But, yeah, they were very good. They were very good. And, yeah. And then the next day was a little bit different, actually. This was our big history day, right? So we're both, like, getting into a bit of history recently, particularly World War II. So as we were in Munich, we took a little trip to Dachau concentration camp, which was... ridiculously sobering in many ways, and it was just it was just incredible. Like, if anybody, you know, you've always got that one mate who's been to a concentration camp, and they always say, you know, it's not the most fun thing in the world to do, but like, it's not to be missed. It's like super important, you know, super interesting. You won't forget it in a hurry. It's like very, you know, very moving, very important. And yeah, we are just the next two people on that list that say, if you have the opportunity to go to one of these camps, World War II camps, like, it's incredible what happened there. Like, terrible and incredible in equal measures, like what the Nazis got away with. But yeah, well, they didn't get away with it in the end. But yeah, it was like what they were doing for so long was terrible. But yeah, very sobering, wasn't it? Like, especially because it was sort of like a lads' holiday, and then we fit that trip in, and then we were sort of like, there was a while where we were just like silent for a bit, and we were just like, you know, I was sort of like thinking of things to say that we'd just seen, because we'd obviously seen the same sort of exhibitions, read the same things on the walls and experienced the same thing, but we were just like, I just thought, God, there's nothing to say. Like, there's nothing I can say now that's going to be interesting, because you've just seen what I've just seen, and it's just horrific. So we just walked about and experienced it. But yeah, I couldn't recommend it more highly. It was incredible.
Totally. Yeah. No, I there's not much to add to that. I completely agree. It was, and considering Dachau wasn't an extermination camp, so Dachau was a work camp. So as concentration camps go, it was one of the more light-hearted ones. That's a terrible way of putting it, but I can't think of another way of it. But
I know what you mean. Yeah,
you know, it wasn't Auschwitz basically, but it was still extremely bad and horrendous.
It just makes you think, what on earth could be worse than that? Like, you know, it was saying on these sort of like articles on the wall, like, exactly what you just said there, that it was one of the sort of work camps, not just purely for extermination. And I was just reading that thinking, what? There are places worse than this? Like, I can't understand how there are places like that. I can't, like, the depths of hell, like, that with no word, no jest at all. Only hell could be worse than that place.
Totally.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
I think, just to finish off with that, I think one of the great benefits of sort of going to something like that is it shows you what human beings are capable of.
Yeah.
So people, I think a big one like Jordan Peterson is someone who would say that it's important to know the evil that sort of resides within everyone, including yourself. So, and knowing the depths of these horrendous things that you are capable of doing and enacting and following through with is important to going forward with your life and understanding things in the correct perspective, and understanding historical things in the right perspective. So a lot of people maybe look at the Nazis and think, I would never do that. Oh no, that's just beyond me. Imagine you're a 15-year-old kid in Germany at the time, and your family's starving